Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry, let me just get a couple of things in place here. Hey Vosros, welcome. Aha, indeed. Right, what were we doing last time? We got Fleeb, who's not exactly exceptional. Hey Bobcat, welcome man. He's not exactly exceptional because he's very, very old. He's pretty good at being smart, though, so that'll work out well. I'm not predicting Fleeb's going to last long. I think he's probably going to die, but he's at least another warm body. What are you wearing on your head? You're wearing... I have no idea what you're wearing on your head. Apparently nothing, but you've got a little, like, beanie on top of your head or something. Hey, CB! Welcome, man! Oh, good to see you, man. Yeah, you must be taking a 5-minute break from your constant streaming on Mixer to be here, because it seems like you are always over there. How's Mixer working out for you, man? I noticed you've been on there a ton. How's Mixer treating you as opposed to Twitch? Wake me up before you go. Indeed. Please don't get that song stuck in my head. Right, well, turn the game on for a start. Scion, what are you doing? You are cooking. Fantastic. Everyone else is largely asleep. It's going well. Good. I see you on there constantly. You're often streaming at times where I'm either working on videos or streaming myself. But I did catch you that morning a couple of days ago or whenever that was. Actually at work, but heading home soon. I'm heading home to stream more, I would assume. You are a machine on Mixer right now. If anyone's curious, go check out Couchbum on Mixer. Drop a link if you want to, man. You're very welcome to do that. I've caught it a couple of times. It's usually at weird times when I'm not near my computer, but it is a lot of fun to watch him. And interesting to kind of check out Mixer and see what's going on over there. Is it the new thing? I guess time will tell. There's one solution to getting 80s music stuck in your head. Call in a strike from the B-52s. Funny thing about that, the B-52s are playing around here soonish. I was like half in my head, like, do I want to go see the B-52s? Not really. I could live or die without the B-52s, but they are playing with OMD, who I love, and Berlin, who I can also take or leave. It's like an 80s retro show at a local casino, but I think I'll pass. Oh yeah, we got chickens last time. I totally forgot about that. Willow! Welcome! I hope you still have hot water. There are interaction buttons to play with. Yeah, I know, Mixer, scares me, CB. I went, that stream I watched with you the other day, there's so many things to press. I'm like, I don't want to press anything in case I do something completely horrible. I don't know what I'm doing here. It looks like the final countdown. Thanks, Vosros. Appreciate that one. Why are people throwing up in RimWorld? Who's sick? Does somebody still... Who's ill? What's the problem here? Actually, you have major food poisoning. Oh, dear. You have major food poisoning. Well, fantastic. That actually kind of brings me to what I wanted to do today, was do a hospital wing. We do have hot water. Our house goes on the market today. Open house tomorrow. Excellent. I'm sure your potential buyers will be thrilled that you have, normal living conditions like hot water. I can't believe that took 2 weeks for you to get hot water. That was stupid. That was just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, hang on a sec. My phone is vibrating at me, telling me that I'm streaming. Thank you, phone. I appreciate that. I will indeed take your advice and go on and watch my own stream. So, hospital wing, I thought was a thing we could do. We've only got the one sick bed over here. Wouldn't kill us to have something a little better going on. What do I have a lot of for materials? Pretty much only wood. Do we not... I've asked this question many times before. Right, we've got some steel up here. It's going to take them a while to get on that. And I'm very concerned about this wall section here. I'm just feeling that there's an ancient evil in there that I'm going to awaken and everybody will die horribly. Water now running. We don't know where Willow's water is running to, weirdly. It was a wild ride. You're not wrong. We were here for part of it. We as your little online... friends and family were here for the 2 weeks of Willow not having hot water incident, which was just crazy. Oh, Penge, you're moving so slow. It's gonna take you so long to milk that muffalo. Oh, the food poisoning. Oh, maybe you should, you're technically not injured, so there's not much we can do with you at the moment. Okay, back to plan A. Hospital wing. Right, I've only pretty much got wood for materials, that's basically fine, but I'd like to see it built out of something slightly less flammable. Do we have, where's my stone cutting thing? Do we have a bill for making more stone blocks? No, somebody get on making more stone blocks, please. That would be good. With Phlebe here, although he's very old and he has a bad back, he's at least an extra warm body. Except he's just cloud watching right now. Dodgy biscuits, and now poor Penge has to get his own milk for a medicinal cuppa. Indeed. Heading home. I may come back when I get there. Excellent. You are very, very welcome, as always, sir. Anytime you want to drop by, you are more than welcome. You know that. Have a good ride home and a safe ride home. And stop texting me while you're driving. That's silly. Random fact with bird brains. Aircraft landing gear are usually placed on the center of mass. This is so the plane can easily pivot on the gear, or indeed topple over if it feels like doing that. Oh, Penge, you're moving so slow. So very, very, very slow. Very, 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 very slow. Oh, yeah, right. I allowed all the muffalo to come inside because of the whole animal starvation thing. That's broadly okay. I think we'll allow that for the winter for a while. And what did I put over here? Did I put hay over here. Okay, excellent. So I really need some folks to either be making stone blocks or get back up and get this mining going on. That would be ideal. I don't want to really chip away more of this, what with the ancient evil thing, but we could take a chunk out of this over here. That looks nice and tasty. Let's get that there. And what else could we be doing? Why is that? Oh, there's wood on top of the grave. Apparently we buried 37 logs of wood. Sad, really. Sad when the wood goes like that. All right. Scion is doing a thing. Phlebe is researching. Excellent, Phlebe. You are actually very, very good at that. What are you researching right now? Geothermal. Oh, excellent. Yeah, we did kind of want to rush to get that. I have a steam vent. Yeah, quite local. Quite local. We can just swing right over there, link right into the main grid. I think they are technically working on another wind turbine, but we don't have any steel. Who's on mining duty these days? Well, technically everyone. Is anyone everyone's kind of broadly terrible at it, except for Stabby, and Stabby's not very good at it either. All right, well, people go do things. Bury the logs and put a brick in bed. We've done good. Did you really expect much else? The brick is still in bed, by the way, Vosros. The brick has never left the bed. Phlebe is sleeping with his head on a brick on a pillow, which is an odd way to sleep, but he's very, very old. It's possible it's a teensy bit of senility at this point. Oh, so slow, Penge. Where are you going now? You're trying to catch up to the muffalo so you can milk it. Good luck with that. I think the muffalo is actually moving faster than you. This could take game years. There you go. You got him. Her, I guess. Her. And all the other animals. I forgot we got chickens. I'm very excited about chickens. 60% of the gameplay on my channel has been me harassing chickens in some way, including Ashes of Oahu, where I blew one up with an exploding arrow. That was quite fun. And we're getting the hay sown. Good. Good. When we get to summer and spring, not necessarily in that order, I'll redo the animal zone so they can get into the hay grass, but not into the rice patch over here. I'll have to remember to do that. Right now, we just got to keep them alive during the winter so they can just come and go as they please. Pull the udder one. Oh, pull the udder one that's got bells on it? Is that where you're going with that? Somebody needs to get this power up and running. Scion, you're probably cooking, which is broadly useful in the grand scheme of things. Penge, you're moving very, very, very slow. Why don't you refuel the generator? That's something that's kind of casual. You can take all day to do that if you want to. Oh, and there's some wood right there for you. Good. You won't even have to go far. Stabby, you're really, really good at planting the hay. Could you also could anyone at all get on the mining? Because I'd really like to make a hospital wing, but I really don't want to make it out of wood. That seems inherently bad. I suppose I could just start with a wooden one and then demo it later. That's not the stupidest idea. I could probably do that. Alright, so how much wood do I have? A fair bit is the answer to that question. So let's go, say, from here down to here, and put a door there, and let's get some hospital-y kind of things going on here. So do that. May as well make it big and plan for the future. And it'll be nice and centrally located, too, which will be good. And slap a door down there. Okay, good. Need to be more patient. Wow, there's a lot of alliteration going on there. Patient playing Plague Inc. Infect everyone, then add symptoms. Yeah, I guess that's kind of how I play it. I always go for... Yeah, you know what, now that I think about it, that is how I play that, which is get everyone infected without really alerting the planet that there's a virus going around. And then start slapping on the, oh, and it kills you symptoms onto that. Yeah, that's kind of how I do that. Oh, Scion, you're working on a thing. Good. Except you've left this piece of steel in the door. Now the door's going to be propped open all the time. Can somebody, Penge, can you just go deal with Sion's problem, please? No empty accessible spot. Are you kidding me? Okay, I suppose I didn't actually earmark any of these to be steel. Alright, fine, kids. You can put steel in here for right now. It's not my ideal, but there it is. Steel. There we go. Okay, now you can put steel in there, kids. Where is... Okay, Scion. Before you go there, can you just get that steel out of the way so the door will close? Thank you very much. Heater here. What's the temperature like in here? 64, 63. Yeah, it's warm enough. It's a little chilly. Oh, because there's no power to this thing. I ran power, right? Yup, totally ran power. That just means we're low on power. It's not very windy. That's part of the problem then, isn't it? Okay, well, we're just going to have to live with this for right now. Isn't it the Area 51 raid today? I don't know. It is the usual Ancient Aliens marathon on Friday night. I'm sure if it's the Area 51 raid, there'll be some sort of special, some big special event on Ancient Aliens. Wouldn't that just be a kick in the teeth if they actually pulled it off and they're like, yep, there's totally aliens here. Here's an alien live on your television. They won't, but, you know, it's fun to think about. The Muffalo's kind of getting in the way of the construction here. Stabby, are you mining? Are you... Oh, yeah, you're mining. Oh, good. Good job, Stabby. Is that more steel? Yeah, that's more steel. It's kind of hoping for some more components, but that's okay. We'll learn to cope with that information. No aliens here. Honest, I don't know that I trust that, Boss Ross. I don't know that I trust that. Are you in Area 51 for a start? Yeah, Fleeb's doing well with the research. What with having those high smarts like that. Geothermal will take a while, but I'm glad we've got Fleeb on track. Meteorite, please say that it is entirely components. Ooh, it's gold. Oh yeah, we want that. That's fun. People like to have gold. Get all of that. Sweet. Where is that in relation to us? Oh, a bit of a hike. Okay. That's broadly fine. We'll figure that out. Burn Braids will be right back. Feel a sudden urge to play some 2-point Close Encounters DLC. I bet you do. I've got a ways to go, as you know, on that before I'm going to get anywhere near that, amongst all the other things I'm trying to play. So I got 2 point to get through, and then I did kind of start poking around at reinvestigating Stellar Tactics, but it's going to be a long haul before I can get back through the tutorial stage to figure out all the new things. And I don't really want to start with my old game because, well, for one, I don't really remember what I was doing a year and a half ago. And two, I kind of want to start fresh in case there's new things at the beginning that I should be aware of. So I've got that and that to get through. And then, you know, somewhere in there I work out all the videos for the channel and stuff. Without giving any spoilers, Vosseros, YouTuber's Life, OMG, apparently, will be coming to a close. So I've recorded the last episode. I suppose you can just go check my achievements to see what happened. But yeah, without giving any spoilers, I see you finally did good. Oh, you've already looked at it. You've already looked at my achievements. Okay. Yeah, I kind of thought you would. I'm actually surprised you didn't shoot a message over when that happened. I'm surprised you didn't have that somehow flagged so alarms would go off when that happened in your own life. Like your phone going, yeah, look what Dave did. But yeah, so that did happen. Much as surprised to me as anyone else. When you actually check out the episode, I just kept plugging along and it just sort of happened. I didn't do anything different to achieve it, but it did get achieved. What mods should I install? Fallout 3 Mothership Zeta. Okay. Fallout 3 Mothership Zeta mods. Okay. I don't know. Mothership Zeta is not my favorite DLC. It just kind of leaves me cold. It's okay. I'm actually, a lot of the Fallout 3 DLC, I'm kind of meh about. I mean, the pit is good. It is good, actually. All right, I do like the pit. But the other ones, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't think they really mastered DLC until they got into New Vegas. Visitor. Okay. Items to trade. Okay. Where is this visitor and how far away are they? Pretty far away. Who's our best chatty person? Definitely... Oh, no, come here. No, not Penge. Oh, yeah, Mech. Mech's chatty. Okay, go see what this person might have to trade. See if there's any good stuff there. Well, New Vegas was done by other people. That's entirely correct, but they had that template to go on. So they'd taken a shot at DLC and, I don't know, probably figured out, hey, this one's not exactly as exciting. Anyway, long story short, I'm not making any sense, but I like the New Vegas DLC better than I like Fallout 3 DLC. There we go. That being said, I like Fallout 4 DLC better than I like either of those. So there's that. That's a little controversial because everybody loves New Vegas, and if you don't love New Vegas more than Fallout 4, you are apparently a heretic. Mech is your chatty person. Yes, indeed. Yes, with a social of 12, I think Mech is our best person to go and chit-chat the trader who doesn't really have a heck of a lot. We have quite a bit of money, though. So we've got that going on. I mean, I'm not going to turn down a good wooden war mask, but I kind of don't care. We can make our own short bow. I could just get some medicine. It's not the worst idea in the world. No, I think I'm actually pretty good. I don't think we need anything from this person. No, just walk on by. We're fine. They have very, very basic limited stuff that we really don't need. The Muffalo is sleeping with Penge, probably due to the milking thing. A lot of the New Vegas DLC was done by modders. Good. Well, modders are often better at the game than the people who made the game. I mean, look at XCOM The Long War, where the makers of XCOM said, gee, I wish we'd done that. That's a way better game than the game we put out. So, modders are often better at the game than the people who make the game. Not all the time, but sometimes. What do we need to do? I think we just kind of need to blaze through the night. Really, we need to blaze through the winter. Yeah, it is quite the fur blanket, you're not wrong. It's probably keeping his feet very, very warm. Possibly too warm. I think the Muffalo has taken a liking to Penge. Fleeb, what are you doing? You're just hauling stuff? Oh, you're drinking milk. Okay, that's good. That's good for your bones. And you need it. You're old and you have a bad back. You can't be messing around with osteoporosis here. You need all the calcium you can get, man. And the hospital wing is somewhat plugging along. Okay. Is our power back up and running? Yes. Okay, so our sun lamps are on. Our heater is on. It could be warmer in the indoor garden here. It could be warmer. Probably when I get... Is it killing the plants? It's not an ideal temperature, but it's not killing them. Okay, so that's fine. And actually that's okay. They're not growing as quickly, but they are growing. So that's okay. Why do all the animals want to sleep with Penge? Is he secretly Ace Ventura? No, I just think he's very, very lovely, and they're all attracted to him. I mean, not in a weird way, just in a sort of a friendly way. I mean, he slept with the chicken the night before, and the Muffalo tonight. It's more like a Dr. Dolittle thing, I think. They're just wicked into him. Like Sakura. You should go sleep in Penge's room. Maybe, you know what? All right, just because I kind of think it's funny. How much more cloth and leather and stuff do we have? Ooh, not a lot. Not a lot. I was going to start making nothing but animal beds in Penge's room. Okay, we're going to need to kill some more things then. What do we got kicking around? We have a Muffalo that we can go hunt. Actually, hang on. Check that. What are you? You're a male Muffalo, and we also have a female Muffalo. Okay, we've got a matching pair, so we don't need to worry about taming anybody. Yeah, go back to killing the Muffalo, please, and that doe while you're at it, and why don't you snag a wild boar while you're in the neighborhood? Why? Because he's not stabby. Yeah, exactly. Willow's got it. Willow's got the stabby thing down. Penge is the friendly one, even though he's the shooty one, too. Penge will probably go out and kill all of those animals I just assigned. 2 Point has a condition adieu. with this. I don't know what that means. I have no doubt you will explain it to me. Flea, what are you up to? You're eating. Fair. You're eating. The visitor is still here. What is Penge doing? You're hauling a sandstone chunk. Okay, hauling is good, but I think we've got bigger priorities here. Like, you know, everything else that we're doing. Now, they're going to have to chop these trees down. That's a little fussy. Speaking of chopping trees down, I need more materials. I need more everything, basically. Where are the closest batch of trees? There's got to be some in here we can take down. Go ahead and chop whatever you feel in this neck of the woods. And also get on the steel and literally everything else while you're at it. Alpaca 2 is I wasn't realizing we weren't training you. Okay, yeah. Train you? We are training you. We just probably haven't gotten around to it yet. I ain't spoiling it. You got to see it for yourself. Oh, okay. Cool. Can do. Eventually. Not immediately. That's going to take some gameplay, but eventually I will. Why are we out of power again? Oh, the wind turbines. We need more power. We need to get geothermal going sooner rather than later, Fleeb. Get right back on researching, please. Are you researching, like, super quickly here? Yeah, kind of, a little bit. You're a strong expert. We need you to be better at that, Fleeb. We need you to be rocketing through this. Good, we're getting all this done. That's promising, but I'm not even sure I've got the materials to put down the rest of the hospital wing. I'd like to have some sort of floor going on in here. And everything else. If not a wooden floor, then a stone floor. Some kind of flooring would be good. I'm going to guess most hospitals prefer not to be covered in snow. Although I'm sure that will likely melt when the roof gets on there. But anyway, random fact with bird brains, I may be able to track down Dave, finding the... Wow, I cannot talk today. I'm sorry, I got home at like 2:30 in the morning, so I'm a little wrecked right now. And then caught up at like 7:38 to start editing. B-52s are playing it, cross-referencing the town Adam Sandler shoots his movies in, and turkeys. May be able to find Dave. You won't be the first. You won't be the first, Bird Brains. Other viewers have found me. Other viewers have tracked down my street address. I'm not really very good at concealing, my location. I'm really not. I mean, I haven't come out and said, here's my street address, but I've given far more clues than I really should have, and I've had at least one viewer basically send me a picture of myself. So, yeah, no lie. Sent me a picture of myself going, this is you, isn't it? Like, yeah, that's totally me. Seriously love the look of Mondo Museum. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Who did clue us into that? Was that Bobcat or Absinillard? It was one of the two. Anyway, yeah, Mondo Museum looks great. Looks really, really strong. I mean, it's... Who knows what it's going to look like next year, because that's when it's releasing. We'll all check out Penge's play when he does it, because I'm sure he'll have it long before the rest of us. But it does look fantastic. That's a neat take on a tycoon game in a museum. I don't really recall ever seeing a museum-based tycoon game before. Yeah, Bobcat, as Bobcat said, you'd be around the third or the fourth by now. Please don't send me any more pictures of myself, by the way. I know what I look like. I'm totally familiar with that. Need money to do so, pay up. Yeah, I kind of don't care. I have such a really, not boring life, I very much enjoy it, but a very simple, non-exciting, non-controversial life, so I don't really have anything for people to blackmail me about. And most of my viewers... barring, I'm going to say one that I know for a fact lives within a reasonable driving range of where I am right now. But apart from that, most of you guys are way far away from me. Like, totally way far away from me. So, I'm just thinking about sending pie. Or pie. Either one would be good. I can actually make my own pie. I make a really good... Oh, God, there's a raid. Hang on. We'll come back to blackmail in a second. There's a raid. It's one guy. I think we probably got this, but just in case, Team Murder, go. Team Murder, assemble. Fleeb, do you actually have a weapon? No, you don't. So why don't you just stay inside? Why don't you just hang out inside? You're very old. You'll probably forget why you went out there by the time you get there. Feel like you should be doing a Porky Pig line. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Dave. Oh, there you go. that Porky Pig? I guess that is Porky Pig, yeah. Why did I think that was someone else? Oh, yeah, everybody kill this guy. Everybody kill this guy before he gets to Stabby, because Stabby will just wreck him. There we go. Problem solved. Everyone off duty. Well done, team. Excellently done, guys. Good murder there. Good murder. Okay, I think we've got one open grave. Yeah, we're good on open graves. Elmer Fudd. Thank you. Jeez, that was bugging me. It's not Porky Pig. It's Elmer Fudd. Wow. For some reason, Willow, YouTube flagged Elmer Fudd. I have to approve that. But not when Bobcat said it. That's weird. Okay. I don't, that's an odd choice, YouTube. I think Elmer Fudd is totally cool. I think that's family friendly. It's literally a cartoon. It's actually a kid's cartoon, so I think it's okay if we say that. Wow, I'm losing power so quickly because I don't have any steel to build my new wind turbine. I think we need to prioritize the mining a little bit more, guys. I think, people need to be getting over there and getting that steel out of there. So let's knock that down a couple of steps there. YouTube is being strange all around these days. Yeah, it's been a weird few months with YouTube. They're changing a lot of things, and that's great. They're a business. They change things to suit their business model, and also just to experiment and try out new things. They're far from perfect. They don't have all the answers. I mean, their goal is one. It's one thing. It's to keep you watching YouTube all day. That's all they're trying to do. It's just keep you on there. Unfortunately, to do that, they've got to do a lot of experimentation trying to figure out what you like. And that can get sticky. There was about 2 weeks, I'm going to say in the spring, where YouTube thought that I wanted to watch nothing but foreign language sports videos. You know, like Argentinian football, soccer, in Argentinian. Or whatever one speaks in Argentina. I'm not immediately familiar what the language is. Is it Portuguese? Probably. So yeah, it's that for 2 weeks, that's all I got on my recommendations. Even though I watch basically nothing but gaming videos, specifically either Many a True Nerd or The Geek Cupboard, and that's usually like 90% of my recommendations for about 2 weeks. YouTube said, hey, why don't you watch our Argentinian soccer in their native language? And see what you think of that. Like, no, I really don't want to watch that. Thank you very much. So they stopped. I think they figured it out. The point of this being is that YouTube is always experimenting, and I just try to understand that it's a bit of a roller coaster doing this. And they're going to try things, and I'm going to try things, and hopefully between the two we find a happy place. I also go into the town planning and look at a lot of plans of houses until I find one with a landline, but not connected. Oh, you're going to see a lot of those, bird brains. This is, a lot of people just don't have landlines where I am. There's just no need of them. We don't need anything like that. They do make unfortunate decisions, Willow, and hopefully they learn from that. Netflix, I'm looking in your direction. Companies like Netflix have made horrible decisions and then gone, wow, that was a really horrible decision. Let's back that up. Let's roll that back and do it differently. So yeah, they sometimes make horrible decisions, and sometimes it seems like they're out to get you. I'm on a number of subreddits about being a small YouTube channel, and the number of posts daily that are like, oh, YouTube is holding down small channels. They're holding down small channels. Well, you know, they can't, there's millions of channels out there. They can't promote every single channel all the time unless people want to watch it. It's kind of the reverse. If people start watching it, then they'll start promoting it because obviously people are paying attention. All this is video Facebook. And Facebook got the hang of this ages ago where, you know, attention equals promotion. Facebook figured that out ages ago. The more people interact with something, the more interesting it must be. Therefore, the more we put it in front of your face. YouTube hasn't quite mastered that yet. They basically have, but they could fine-tune it a little bit more and do that, basically. That was a long-winded rant. This is going to be one of those streams where my exhaustion just clearly comes through on the streaming. We need warm clothes. I should probably be playing RimWorld at some point. Well, we don't have any materials, though. Have we killed anything recently? Doesn't look like it. No, not looking good on the killing front. I see we are making some stone blocks. That is encouraging. This never happened pre-Google takeover of YouTube. Yeah, that was a while ago, man. That was kind of the early days of YouTube. The Wild West days. Where, yeah, you know what? You're right. Everybody had a shot then. Everybody had a shot. But, you know, was YouTube making any money? Probably not. YouTube's a business. I get it. I totally get it. I am their product. And if that product is not being well received, then it's taken off the shelf. And I'm not defending them. Let me be very, very clear here. I'm not defending them. I'm merely understanding their point of view. I am a product on a shelf, and if 100 customers walk by that shelf and only one person buys that product, then you're probably not going to keep that product on the shelf. I did retail management for years. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got from any management person, and I still remember to this day, is he walked in and he saw an empty spot on the shelf and he turned around and he said, "We don't sell space. We don't sell space. So if something is not contributing to the profit margin, remove it. Get rid of it. Replace it with something else." I totally understand that. And that's basically what YouTube is. It's just a store shelf. It just has me on it instead of a book or a can of soup. MySpace had it even before Facebook. Unfortunately, their highly customizable system quickly got turned into a worm. Yeah, that went bad quickly. That got weird real quick. Here's a tip for what to do with me, YouTube. I'll watch whatever the heck I want, and you just let me be. That is good. That is good. Every now and then, I mean, I think really, if we're going to talk about who's mastered this, it's Amazon. I don't think there's any debate about that. Amazon knows me better than I know myself. I go on Amazon, and their suggested things are like, oh my god, I really do want that. Thank you, Amazon. I would never have known about that if you hadn't pointed it out to me. Amazon really has mastered the recommendations thing. Whatever it is they're using, whatever boogeyman algorithm that they're using really nails it. And says, wow, we're going to pick something completely obscure, but this guy's totally going to be into it, and I am. So yeah, Dave is a clone that can be replaced. Well, yeah, no kidding. I'm easily replaceable. That's why I'm hunting him to see which theory is true. It's not even that hard to hunt me, bird brains. Again, viewers before you have done it. Viewer before you has sent me a picture of myself. And this is you. Found you. Like, yeah, you did. Just don't broadcast that information to my slightly more suspect viewers. Because some of them get a little weird sometimes. Everyone has the weirdos. And you know what? In my heart, I embrace them too. But yeah, just don't broadcast it to the slightly more questionable viewers, please. Is that when people have too many things to choose from, they tend not to buy anything. Yes, and I would add to that, Willow, I would supplement that line with, when you have a favorite can of soup, you're probably not going to experiment on a different can of soup by a different manufacturer that you've never heard of. If I go in and I get Campbell's soup every single day, and I love it, I know I love Campbell's soup. I'm actually largely indifferent to Campbell's soup in the real world, but let's assume for argument's sake that I love Campbell's tomato soup, and I eat it every day, and I love it. I love it. It always satisfies me. And I go into the store and I see Joe Schmo's organic free-range soup, I'm just going to go buy the Campbell's because I don't want to gamble on a soup I might not like. That's the heart of YouTube. That's why people have this whole, small channels are getting beaten down conspiracy, which is largely untrue. If you put out a good product, eventually people will find it, but it's going to take a long time because people are going to go in and buy the Campbell's soup because that's what they know and trust. I go in and I watch Many a True Nerd. Why do I watch Many a True Nerd? Why don't I experiment with other gaming channels that might be just as good? Because I've been watching Many a True Nerd for like 5 years. And I know he's going to satisfy what I want out of a gaming video. It's going to give me what I want. Why do I watch The Geek Cupboard? Because I've been watching The Geek Cupboard for 2 years. And I know exactly what I'm going to get. From the moment he says, hello, lovely people, until the end of the video, I know exactly what I'm going to get, and it satisfies me. So I don't want to experiment with Joe Schmo's free-range organic vegan soup because I don't know if that's going to satisfy me, and I know the other thing is. So that was a very long-winded way of adding to Willow's point, which is yeah, it is hard to get noticed because if people are shopping in a store, they're going to go with what they know and trust, and they're probably going to not gamble. They're not going to gamble on something they don't know, and that's all this is. You know, let's say for argument's sake, I pop up in some random stranger's recommendations, and above and below me are two YouTubers that he knows and trusts. Is he probably going to click on my thing, even though it might be relevant to what he was searching for? Maybe not. Maybe not. Never gamble on the gambles. But if you're 1 in 7 billion people and YouTube has to market to the masses, I'm one of 1.33. That okay, I know what Boss Ross is saying. I'm just too tired to do the numbers. I can't say numbers right now. So I mean, 1.33K is awesome. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yes, has it been a complete flatline summer? Absolutely. Needle hasn't budged. Needle has not budged in 5 months. But that's 1.33K. And again, all those subreddits, those YouTuber subreddits that I'm a member of, I have been very fortunate, and I have to respect that. I've been very fortunate compared to some other people. Some other people have put a lot more years into YouTube and achieved less. I see people on there, he's like, I've been doing this for 5 years, I have under 100 subs. And I mean, at that point, I would have probably given up. I would say, you know what, I guess I'm not very good at this. So I am very, very grateful and respectful to the 1.33K that are here. I absolutely am. And I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, we had that conversation last week. And sorry, if anyone wants me to play RimWorld, please let me know. I'm largely just letting things plug along here while I'm ranting. And we were having that conversation last weekend about me kind of taking time out of my life to do these videos when I might want to be doing other things. Hawk was saying, well, gee, have you checked out Kingdom Come? I'm like, dude, I fired it up and picked a few flowers, man, and then I had to go do other things. And I kind of was thinking about that later in terms of myself, and really it's gratitude for the viewers I have, and it's also respect for the viewers I have. And I think, wow, you guys take real time out of your life to watch what I do. Like, okay, let's take this to a logical issue. I'm probably going to lose everyone in the stream right now when they realize this, but I'm going to lose everyone in this stream and all of my viewers, but I'm taking you guys one tiny step closer to death because you took time out of your life. This is time you'll never get back. You'll never ever get this time back. Neither will I, but we'll never get this time back. And I have an insane respect for that. And that's, apart from the fact that it's just plain fun to do, that's one of the reasons I get up and do this. Is like, wow, people are taking time out of their lives to watch what I do. I have to respect that and get up and give them the product. I got to get up and do this. So, sorry, I'm probably going to lose all of my subscribers now. They're like, oh my God, what are we doing? Watching this lunatic with incompetent gameplay. That's ridiculous nonsense that's going on. So, if I never see you guys again, thanks. But it's a great deal of respect that I have to say, wow, people are taking real world time out of their lives to watch what I do. So I gotta give back. I gotta give that back. What they're giving to me, I have to give back. I follow some people who have less than 1K followers. Well, you followed me, and yet you were there when I had under 1K. You're there when I have over 1K. I hope, putting in the effort, you'll be there when we have a lot more K. Just saying, is YouTube is a business, and I understand why they make some of their unfortunate. It is a business. It is a business, and you know what? Let's do a benefit of the doubt thing. I bet there's a bunch of people who work at YouTube who are very passionate about the format, the platform of just allowing people to be creative on video, on YouTube, and just kind of do their thing. It's a wonderful creative outlet. It really is, and it's probably the major reason that I do what I do. I love playing video games. I love chatting to you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. And I love making content for you guys. But above all, this is my creative medium. And I've done other things. I, taught myself to play the violin very, very badly. And I can't even do it anymore because I'm out of practice. I've painted. I've written. I went to college for writing. But right now, this is my creative outlet. This is my creative medium. This is what fills my creative need in my life. Oh, God, the power's out again. Oh, but we did get the Whoosy What's It built. Oh, good. It's draining power, which is weird, but Do we have trees or something in the way? No, we've covered all those bases. Okay, but yeah, this is my creative outlet. So this is one of the reasons that I do it. Lindsay Sturley has apparently listed to mean judges on American Talent Show. Just imagine what we'd have missed out on. Yeah, no kidding. I know every moment brings me closer to death. I never should have brought that up. Enjoy what? Thank you, Willow. Thank you. And all you guys, thank you. Really. I know I say that on every single stream, but it's important for me to appreciate and be grateful and respect you guys. It really is. And I'm not saying that to, kind of float your ego or anything, or, make you stay chained to the channel or anything. I do that because I genuinely mean it. And I know I say that every stream too, but really, there are times where I wake up and go, whoa, 1.33k people think I'm vaguely interesting and want to watch what I do. That's kind of cool, honestly, and I respect that, and that's why I keep putting out this product. I wish just YouTube understood that Twitter isn't real life. Yeah, no kidding, huh? So going back to the YouTube employee things, I'm very confident there are plenty of people at YouTube, probably in top management, who just wish that every single channel could be promoted all the time and it would always be at the top of the recommendations, but they also get a paycheck and they need to keep that paycheck coming. This is a business, and it doesn't need to appeal to advertisers, and advertisers are very finicky about what they want to advertise. And to think that they're not going to make judgments based on advertisers' concerns is not realistic. They're absolutely going to do that because that's where their paycheck comes from. I'm sure that there are YouTube employees who absolutely wish that everybody could have maximum promotion all the time. But really, at the end of the day, there's like 10 videos to the right of this as we're watching it right now. There can't be 10 million. They can't put everybody up there. Oh, hang on. RimWorld Crisis. Okay, everybody to arms. Everybody, we've got a hunt going on now. We've got a lynx. You, Fleeb, go anywhere else because you have no weapon. Oh, God, oh, no, that's fine. That was Fleeb. Okay, everyone else, come down here. We've got a lynx issue. Hang on, we'll come back to the concept of YouTube in a sec. Let's make sure we get this lynx dead. Heaters are out of power. Yeah, everything's out of power. Everything is out of power right now. I got to get the wood-fired generator back up and running. We're having... There, okay. Everyone, to arms. Yeah. Oh, God, no, not the chicken. I need that chicken. It's a girl chicken. Oh, we lost the chicken. Darn it. That's a pain. Now I gotta find another chicken. Well, now the rooster is useless. May as well kill that. At least it's meat. Guys, you gonna get over here and kill this lynx or what? Oh, you were way far away mining. Okay. Penge, this is largely on you. Oh, you got him. Oh, good. Okay. Well, we can eat the chicken. That's fine. And everybody can be off duty at the moment. That's a bummer. I was hoping to get some eggs out of that, and more importantly, way more chickens than we had. Freezer's out. Well, the freezer being out is no problem. It's the middle of winter. So I'm not worried about things going bad, per se. But I do need to get... who's free at the moment? You're playing horseshoes, and you're right there. Get the wood-fire generator refueled. All the wind turbines are spinning. I know it's nighttime, so we don't have the solar power. And everything is connected to the grid, right? Yup. Batteries are slowly charging. Okay. I think we just had a couple of days of bad wind and the wood-fire... I should probably just make another wood-fire generator. I really do. That's probably the best way to go. I drive around town until I see a house with blackout curtains. You couldn't see them from the street, Bird Brains. Then wait for Dave to start streaming and ask him to look out the window for a van that says Birdmobile and give pizza. We drive on a different side of the street, Bird Brains, right? I'm not sure. You just drive carefully. We're on the other side of the street. I'd like to say the wrong side of the street, but you people drive on the wrong side of the street. So that. Just add a fishing rod's a lure and a trap worth of Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, you wouldn't see the blackout curtains from the street. It's not what you're going to see. Actually, you wouldn't technically see my part of the house from the street, but there it is. I'm surprised nobody Google mapped it and just figured out, where I am. I mean, sending me a picture of myself was good enough, but I'm surprised that particular viewer just didn't send me a Google Maps screenshot of my house, because it's clear. Yeah, so Bird Brains, drive carefully, because it's a different side of the street. Well, I was gonna say something, and then I realized that would give you just yet one more clue as to my actual street location. Oh, what's all this stuff? Raw fungus. Oh, goody. I can't wait to get stuck into that. We will allow that. I don't know what we do with it, but I'm going to allow it. Is everyone basically in bed? Oh, the hospital wing's nearly done. Good. How much wood do we have? More than I thought. Okay, let's do wooden floors here and here. And you know what? Just knock yourself out, kids. Do it all through here, too. And all down here and here. Great. Now, beds. Actually, before I do that, why don't we just move one of these beds over here like that. So put that over there, and then I'll figure out the rest when we get around to it. It'll be a fun guy to hang out with. Oh. Yeah, there's a... Oh, here's another one for you, Bird Brains. There's a diner near us that does a mushroom omelet, and they call it the Fun Guy Omelet. Because it's fun, and it's mushrooms. You see what they're doing there. Okay, so when everyone gets up in the morning... Hopefully we'll get started on the wood floor and moving that hospital bed, which means Stabby's going to have an epically large room. I kind of planned this as a double room, but I suppose it could just be Stabby's. Power's back up and running. That's good. Seems to be a little more windy out, which is excellent. Wood floor's going in. That'll be good. Actually, Bird Brains, I think that was a special. It's probably not on their regular menu, so you may not be able to track that down. That was probably about a year ago. Research, we're about halfway through geothermal. I'd really like to get that locked down. The Muffalo is sleeping with Penge again, and we have yet to get the chicken or the lynx into the freezer, but that's okay, because it's only 14 degrees out. And the Muffalo's having something to eat. Super. Where are we at with the hay? Is that edible? No, it's only 18%. Oh, has it gotten warmer in there? Oh, a little bit. I mean, we're losing heat every time the doors open, but this'll get us through. Well, get us through next winter anyway. Not as bad as this year's addition to the Star Trek Online. 'Tis the season of trans-dimensional space mushrooms. Well, that sounds like something from the original series. That sounds like something Spock would have eaten and then tripped out on and gone and had a space loot jam with space hippies. Sets up map of the United States on the wall, pins possible tape locations. It was actually only one, so I theoretically could be anywhere, but I'm not. I'm at one place on Fridays and Saturday afternoons. It really wouldn't be that hard, Bird Brains. There is enough information, not only on the videos, but on Discord and what I've done in chat to very quickly pinpoint where I am. I mean, especially when you start with the premise, and here's how this all started with people tracking me down. It starts with the premise that I am in the Fallout 4 world. I'm in the Commonwealth. Several of the locations that are in Fallout 4 are within 2 to 5 miles of where I am right now. So that's your base, and then you can just work it out from there. The 70s were magic. They were a lovely time. Space loots and space hippies and Space Spock getting all space trippy. And that was an odd episode, the space hippie one. Eden something, Road to Eden, I don't know. Some people were going to Eden, and then Eden didn't turn out to be so good. Nobody was surprised by that. Where's my crafting spot? We need to get another bow going. We don't have much else we can do. Yeah, somebody make a short bow when you get a chance, please. Low food and animal starvation. Okay. That's less good. Yeah, wow, we actually have no food. Game. We have 0 food. It's not low food, it's 0 food. Why are people not hunting, please? Let's get hunting prioritized a little bit. You know what? I don't even care who's doing it. Just do it. Everybody be off hunting, please. In fact, you know what? Let's just really, really make people hunting, please. Fleeb is apparently not completely terrible at it, but Fleeb doesn't have a weapon, so that was kind of stupid. Right, who else? A Stabby. Yeah, but you only have a knife. I guess send Zion up there. And Mac. Everybody go hunt things. We need all the food right now. All the food needs to be happening. Really, wow, there's nothing out there. There is no food out here. Okay, well, it is the middle of winter. Oh, hang on, Vosros, I got to approve that one. Never to creep you out and track you down to offer you suspicious mushrooms. Yeah, like you'd been the first person to do that in my life. Wow, welcome to my early 20s, Vosros. Wow, the power's out again. What is the deal? Is it just not windy? It's just not windy. That's the problem. It's just not super windy. Okay, we really need food. Are there any berries? Berries are kind of year-round, aren't they? Don't berries grow at this point? I'm concerned about this other lynx, too. That can't be good, because he's totally checking out the llama, or whatever it is. That can't be healthy. Need a list of every coffee shop in the greater Boston area. That's easy, Bobcat. They're all Dunkin' Donuts. Done. Sold. All of them. People don't believe this. People hear about New England, like, oh, there's that joke that you guys navigate by coffee shops. Like, that's how you get around. So, that same management guy who gave me the great advice of we don't sell space, I had to drive him. It was a national company, so he kind of traveled around the country, came in for a day, did his thing, and left. And I had to drive him around an area in Boston. So, he showed up at my location. We went out. He rented a car. I had no idea where I was going. So he's from out of town. He says, well, we'll have to get directions to this particular place that we're going to. And we kind of shared that joke of, yeah, in New England, we navigate by coffee shops. That's really, really funny. We only know how to get to different coffee shops. So we walk up to the counter of the rental desk and we rent the car. And I say to the lady, thank you very much for the rental. Do you know where this location is? And without missing a beat, she says, sure. You go down to the Dunkin' Donuts and you take a right. And then you're going to go about 2 miles. You're going to see a Honeydew Donut store on the left. You take that left there. And the guy was cracking up behind me. He's like, oh my God, you really do that? Yeah, we're only familiar with coffee shops. That's all we know how to do around here. So yeah, every coffee shop in the greater Boston area is Dunkin' Donuts that sell cupcakes. No, it's my wife that does the cupcakes, Vosros. It's Mrs. Dave who does the cupcakes. Dunkin' Donuts up there, they're like 7-Elevens in the south, one in every corner. We used to have a ton of 7-Elevens. There's one in my town, but they're not super common. They're not completely uncommon. You can find 7-Elevens, but they're not probably as prolific as they may be in your area. We have different convenience stores that are more prolific than that. Cumberland Farms being a big one. There's a lot of Cumbies around here. That's what the locals call it. You don't go to Cumberland Farm, you go to Cumbies, which sounds wrong, but that's what we call it. That's what the name of it is. Okay, we got the chicken and the lynx in there, and we killed a pig. And we've got these mushrooms. Do we make things out of this? I feel we should. Can we just not have like a mushroom lynx stew or something? Yeah, well, good. We got some meat. I know the animals are starving. Everything is horrible. We could actually turn this air conditioner off. There's no reason to have that. Yeah, I know. Colonists will flick the switch. Yes. Thank you very much. So, Penge, while you're right there, could you just turn that off, please? And we'll come back to that later. Thank you. Oh, we turned it the wrong way. Sorry. Turned it the wrong way. There we go. No, I think I've turned it the wrong way again. All right, somebody turn the damn air conditioner off, please. It's the middle of winter. Why 7-Eleven? Do the dang math already. Just call it 18. I see what you did there. The real strange part, Vosros, is they used to call it 7-Eleven. Well, it is called 7-Eleven. They didn't used to call it 7-Eleven. They still call it 7-Eleven because that's when it used to be open, 7 a.m. to 11 in the evening. That's why they called it 7-Eleven. Problem is, virtually every 7-Eleven is now a 24-hour location. So it really should be called, I don't know, 0 to 24, 0/24 or something. Actually, well, they're not doing, if they're doing 11, they're not doing military time. So 0/12, I guess is what it should be called. But yeah, they're 7-Eleven, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And actually, they're pretty much all 24 hours now. So there are no 7-Elevens here, but in the South, you just don't know. Here at Starbucks. Oh, don't get me wrong. We got tons of Starbucks. We actually had to fight to get a Starbucks in our town because it's one of those small New England towns that's very charming, and a lot of folks put up a fuss that a Starbucks was going to ruin the town charm, which it didn't. Because the second it opened, all those same locals who were against it were in there getting a mocha latte. And nobody has a problem with Starbucks once it's there. But yeah, we had to fight to get a Starbucks in here. The Dunkin' Donuts was kind of grandfathered in because it had been there forever before we figured out that our town had tourist value and it was charming. Prior to that, it was just a towny town. It was a fishing village. So, but yeah, so Dunkin' Donuts has been there forever. We had to fight to get the Starbucks in. Excuse me 1 second. And I'm back. So, but yeah, and then there's... I'm going to say there's at least half a dozen independent coffee shops in our town. This is just our town, by the way. I mean, we haven't even started branching out into the next towns. Coffee is just evil. You are, in fact, wrong. That is incorrect. I respect your opinion, even though it's wrong. I like my tea iced and my coffee hot. Yeah, actually, I'm with you on that. Yep, that's pretty much the way I go there. I will not drink iced coffee. Iced coffee is just a cold cup of coffee to me. There's no reason for that. In the middle of summer, it can be 100 degrees. I'm drinking hot coffee. There's no reason to have iced coffee. Iced coffee is just a terrible, terrible concept, and nobody should have ever invented that. Iced tea, on the other hand, is delicious. So, Scion, good, you're cooking. Okay, good, because we really need some food in here, Scion. Although winter is coming to its end, but that doesn't mean we're going to be swimming in food. It's going to still take a while for all these things to grow. I really wish I'd started that indoor growing area basically immediately. Like the second we landed, I should have started that. Oh well, here we are. One bed down in the hospital wing. How are we doing on the... What was that? Oh, it's the wood we've chopped. Okay. How are we doing on the mining? Oh, we are working on it. Okay, we're actually working on it right now. We've got quite a bit of steel out of there. Excellent. Good deal. What about milkshakes? Milkshakes are delicious. So are smoothies. It's just iced coffee. Iced coffee is just wrong. Iced coffee is the exact opposite of what coffee should be, which is hot. So I don't know who thought putting ice in coffee was a good idea, but it wasn't. It was a terrible idea. Coffee should always be hot, scalding hot, actually. Just really, really hot. There's nothing worse than lukewarm coffee. Iced coffee is technically worse, but somehow, strangely, it's not. Lukewarm coffee is basically just insulting. You hand me lukewarm coffee, that is a giant middle finger to me. If you hand me iced coffee, you just made a mistake. You said, oh, I'm so sorry. I've handed you iced coffee. I'm an idiot. Let me take that back and get you a scalding hot coffee. But if you hand me lukewarm coffee, you're just insulting me at that point. I take offense at that. Fleeb, we finally built you a bow. Why don't you go get it so you can shoot things? Uncle Enzo's Pizza. Just a thing that was made up for the book Snow Crash. I have no idea. Is there really? How do you make a milkshake in RimWorld make a Muffalo scared? I see what you did there. I see what you did. It's bedtime for everyone. Now, the real question is, which animal is going to sleep in Penja's room today? That's always the fun one. Oh, I thought it was going to be the chicken. Oh, it might still be the chicken. Yep, it's the chicken. The chicken has decided to sleep in Penja's room. The rooster, whatever it is. Rooster's probably really sad because the only other chicken is now dead. And we've eaten it. We've totally eaten it. It's possible the chicken has eaten it, actually. Talking to my husband, we have some logistics to work out with pets and moving. Oh, God, Willow, you're in the middle of a move. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm just happy you're keeping the thing viewing. You don't worry about me, Willow. You got plenty of important things to do. Moving is one of the 7 most stressful things that people go through in their lives, and I will absolutely agree to that. So you do what you got to do. You got a lot going on there. I'm just happy you've got hot water. No, slightly different finger, Vosros. One to the left and or right, depending on how you're looking at that hand. That's what lukewarm coffee is to me. I had a boss who served lukewarm coffee in the office and thought this was great and could not understand why I like that. It's insulting to my intelligence and my taste buds. Lukewarm coffee. Coffee should be scalding hot. Coffee you should take a sip out of and go, God damn it, that was hot. And then put it down and come back to it a second later and are shocked that it's still hot. But you chug it down anyway, because that's how coffee works. That's what coffee is. Coffee is my body's alarm clock to say, oh God, we're doing things now. Tea is just sort of chilling and relaxing and hanging out and being very calm. And coffee is what gets you through the day. Coffee is what says, we got things to do. This is real life. We got things to do around here. Let's get the job done. Yeah, close enough, Vosros. Close enough. That'll do the trick. Alright, speed through the night here. We're almost through winter. I'd love to set up the rest of the hospital wing, but the power problem is a bit of an issue right now, in that we seem to be running out of it constantly until we get, it's only like halfway done with research. Do we have any more wildlife around here? Not that's not going to kill us. We can get that ibex. And you know what? At this point, I'll take the hare and the rat. Why not? Rat with some of that fungus we got, that'll be a good meal for one person. Is that a space hippie wave? Because I only accept Spock either with a beard or as space hippie. That's the only iterations of Spock that I will accept. Bearded or space hippie. Those are my Spock choices. I thought the Muffalo made a snowman, and I was going to think that was adorable. Item stash quest. We are not equipped to deal with that. No, thank you very much on that. Time for Ratatouille. I see what you did. What else should we be doing? I think we could probably... I'm just going to peel back a little bit on the insane hunting. I will put it to 2, but let's make sure we are doing other things, too. Let's not only be out hunting. Oh, well, the rice is enough that the animals can eat it. Okay, that's cool. Well, that'll keep them fed. I should probably re-restrict the animal area then. Where are animals right now? That's not what I want to do. I want to go to zones. And where is the animal zone? It's right there. That's actually a good zone. Yeah, everybody's going to go... If they can eat the rice, then I think we're going to be fine. So everybody go back to animals zone, please. Okay, good. That'll at least keep them from eating our food. So they'll eat the rice. Eventually, they'll eat the hay. It'll all be good. Has the brick gotten out of bed? Oh, the brick's gone. Wow. Brick was in bed for like 3 game months. Where did the brick go? I think the brick got put over here. There's a lot of similar looking bricks. He's been returned to his people. What is that? 1 piece of blue fur. Okay, fair. Speaking of cloth, what have we got out of the things we've killed? Panthera fur, that's delightful. Got a couple of dead pigs we haven't chopped up yet. That'll be good. That's some good eating. There's some bacon right there. Bird brains will be right back. Fantastic. Good. Surprised these logs have not been set fire to. They've been sitting next to this heater for quite some time. And the Muffalo are just hanging out eating the rice. You know what? That's cool. If that's what they've got to eat for the winter, that's better than them eating the real meals that we've created here. That should keep them content. We should probably just kill the chicken. I mean, he's not doing anything but eating our food at the moment. And he's not going to have baby chickens because the other chicken is dead. And we've eaten him. Her. But if we did find some more chickens, and he's just kind of cute, I'm kind of inclined to just leave him because he's cute chickeny. And everyone else can just kind of do their thing. We do have a boy and a girl alpaca, right? Female and... Oh, no, we have 2 females. Well, that doesn't work out well biologically. Huh. That's fussy. I don't suppose there might happen to be a male alpaca kicking around with there. No, but there's another ibex we can pick off. Good. And apparently we got whatever the thing was that I told them to get. Who got that? Oh, there we go. Penn shot a rabbit. Apparently it is rabbit season. He won't give you much food. No. The rat will not be filling, but it's better than 0 food. Leave him until you're dead. Oh, the chicken. I get you. Yeah, no, he won't supply much food, but he also won't be eating any food. He's just kind of a drain on the farm right now. So I'll leave him for right now, because he's kind of cute. And he's probably very sad. I probably shouldn't go kill him right now. Where are we at? Research is just ticking along here, Fleeb. Fleeb, you're probably our best person for this. You are an accountant. You're probably good at researching things, but boy, that geothermal power is taking a while. Any other power? Maybe I could get up another solar power. I could. I think I'll have them keep pecking away at the hospital wing over here. Get me more furniture. Get me another bed here and here. And let's do some end tables here and here. And other things that people like to have. Oh, like dresser. Dresser might be nice. If I put that here, well, the other two beds haven't been built, right? So that can go there. That should get all three of those beds. And a light would probably be excellent. So that can go there. Yay, things. And a plant pot. Because everybody likes plants. There we go. CB, you're back. Excellent. The only thing you missed was a long rant on YouTube. And we all had thoughts and opinions about YouTube as a business model. Broadly, we understand that they're only human and they make errors. Welcome back, Couch Bum, and welcome back, Bird Brains. Welcome. A dresser in the hospital wing. Yes, well, they have to dress themselves at some point. They can't just wear those paper gowns forever. At some point in time, they're going to have to put their own clothes back on. So, all right, Stabby is already on that. That's excellent. So we'll have a real hospital wing where we can do real hospital-y things eventually. And now Stabby just has a ginormous room that is way too big for Stabby's needs. But there it is. Oh, and we've killed the rat. Excellent. Mech went out and killed a rat. That'll be some food, which is better than no food. All right, I gotta see if we can get maybe another wood fire generator just to kind of keep us ticking along here until we get to geothermal, because this power situation is just in and out. I'm pretty sure it's just ran by robots now. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, probably. But, somebody had to program them. Yes, there is the dreaded algorithm, the boogeyman that we all live and die under. But at the end of the day, some human put that together. Unless we are living in the age of the Terminator and it was Cyberdyne, in which case I'm terrified. And also strangely excited at the same time. I don't know quite how that works. These are all now medical beds, guys, so go ahead and get that done for me. And whenever you want to get that light in there, how are we doing on the mining? How's that going? Plugging along. Where were we at with the gold that we were going to go? Okay, it is still over here. We haven't done anything with that yet. I could use another prisoner. Or escapee, or any kind of other warm body would be great. That would be excellent, because Flea really isn't contributing to anything else except research, which is admirable. I want that geothermal power, but you're a little limited in, well, you just don't do literally anything else at this point. You do know, oh, the power's back on. Oh, super. You wait until a T-101 shows up for you and proclaims you humanity's last hope. Oh, Vossros, if I were humanity's last hope, humanity should probably just give up hope. Although, playing video games for all this time, I am fully prepared for any apocalypse. Anything that comes along, I am fully prepared. I know exactly what we need to do. If games have taught me nothing, it's that under some sort of apocalypse situation, the very first thing I need to do is find a single rock, and from that rock, I can create an empire if I just keep crafting long enough. If I just make that rock into a slightly different rock and then attach that rock to a stick with leaves that I've torn off of a plant and or cut with the rock, then I've made an axe, and with the axe I can chop down the tree. With the chopping tree I can chop that up into planks, and then all of a sudden I can magically build a house with, no construction knowledge, no structural engineering or anything like that. But if I can make a wooden axe, Vosseros, I can take over the world, and all I need is a rock to do that. Somehow I get these restoration channels. Restore old appliances, they're strangely satisfying to watch. Is that recently, Willow? Because I wonder, I'm sure in selling your house, you've probably done a lot of online stuff about selling your house, and you are being now targeted for like restoration stuff and home improvement and home restoration and all that stuff. I would have no doubt that you are being followed on the internet by marketing because you probably typed something into a search bar related to selling your house. So if that's recently, about 3 months ago, okay, sounds about right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know when you began selling your house or anything like that, but I bet you are very, very quickly being followed because Stabby Prescott is vaguely interested in houses and the selling of. So I wonder if they're actually, I'm going to take this a step further. I wonder if they're actually looking at you like maybe you're a house flipper. Maybe like, oh, this is someone who restores homes and then sells them. So yeah, you're clear. But you know what? You said it's vaguely satisfying to watch. They kind of got you. They nailed what you might be a little bit interested in, which is unlike me and the Argentinian language sports channel that I got for 2 weeks. I still don't know why that happened. Oh, we've killed an elk or something. Good. Do that. Eat that quickly, please. And I'm not getting any more animal starvation flags, so that's good. They're comfortable eating the hay. That's going pretty well. Almost done with winter. So close. This has been a rough winter for this colony. Although, apart from the animal starvation, we've done pretty well. We haven't starved. We're still getting need warm clothes. Well, if you guys would go and kill more things, we could have more leather and fur to get warm clothes now, wouldn't we? It's kind of on you. Don't put that one on me. This is on you. You need to slaughter more animals so we can have more nice things around the place. Willow will be right back. Good. I look forward to that. And okay, is everyone getting up, getting out of bed? What's the plan here, guys? Anyone want to get out of bed? Like we're in a starvation situation here. Do you want to maybe get out of bed and do something? Penge is up doing something good, building the other generator. That'll be a big help. And when you get that done, P.S. go ahead and fuel it. This weekend you get to play Conan Exiles for free. Is that the MMO one? Or the not MMO, but the big like open world Conan one? Or is that more of like there's one out there that came out recently that's sort of like Conan Total War, vaguely, like I don't know, I was looking at previews of it where you're like sieging cities and something like that. So which one is that, Vossross? Is the long-winded way of asking a question, which is, which Conan game is that? Because I don't think it's the one where it's like an open world, go around and... Actually, it's more sort of a Conan crafty, survival-y kind of game. Let me tell you, Conan, if you start with a rock, you got it. All you need to do is find a sharp... Yeah, link it in the chat. That'd be great. Cool. Do that. Oh, the light's almost done. Fantastic. Nobody bothered to actually put wood in the wood fire generator, so it's a little chilly. Has your food poisoning been cleared? Oh, yeah, you no longer have food poisoning. Great. Congratulations, Penge. Good, because the vomit was getting a little extreme. It's the survival one. Oh, okay, cool. I was kind of looking at that, and it got mixed reviews. I watched Many a True Nerd play that. That sounds about right. That sounds like something I do. And everyone seems to be broadly meh. Yeah, if you're lucky, you start with a loincloth. Now, Conan, much like the survival game Scum, is, I guess the term would be anatomically correct. Would that be an appropriate term to apply to that game? It certainly is applied to Scum. Love that game. Absolutely one of the better crafting survival games out there. The only thing I wish they'd add to Scum is more things to craft. It's just a very limited crafting menu. Just not a lot to make at the end of the day. So, very much yes, says CP. And I'm assuming that was to the anatomically correct statement there. So yeah, Conan is real world, I guess. Not Ken Dollish, I guess. So it is the open world one. Okay. I'm not completely opposed to checking that out. It's just every single review or person I've seen playing it has been just very, very, it's okay. Like, no one is enthused about it. No one has, like, a rip-roaring excitement for it. Like, wow, I love playing this game. Because even bad games have their champions. Even bad games have their, like, this game is awesome! So, but I haven't really seen that with Conan Exiles. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's not world-shattering. It's okay. There is a filter for never nude. Oh, that's terrible. Why would I want that? If I'm getting a game that's anatomically correct, I'm going anatomically correct. It's a feature. Although I did not with Scum. We didn't do that. We kind of cropped that a little bit when it came to editing. We put some things over it when we edited that. Come down as most you come down that way. Wait, all right. Hang on. Most you come down to that way is the loincloth. I don't feel those words are all in the right order. I think YouTube has randomized your... Most ya come down to that way is the loincloth. All right, I'm going to do that one more time, because maybe my brain will fire off correctly. Most ya come down... I'm going to try it in different inflections. Most ya come down to that way is the loincloth. Nope, that didn't work either. I don't got this one, Ross. Oh, God, it makes sense to CB. CB's got it. Damn. Dave the Barbarian sounds amazing. Yeah, that's what Mrs. Dave says on Tuesday. Yeah, I said that. All right, one more time for posterity. Most ya come down to that way is the loincloth. Nope, I'm still not getting it. Nope. No, I've tried this every way I can, Ross. I can't get that sentence. You can't strip down below the loincloth in most games. Most you come down to that way is the loincloth. Okay, I think Bobcat is trying to help me decipher Vossaros's sentence, which, just in case you're just tuning in, is most you come down to that way is the loincloth. Okay, so most you come down to that way. I think it's the that way. I think the that way is what's throwing me off. Now that Bobcat's kind of illuminated the sentence here, I get it. So I think what Vossaros is saying is that in most games, you can get down to the loincloth and nothing else, and you can't go any farther than that. You can't get anatomically correct like you can with Scum and or apparently Conan Exiles. It's the that way. That's what's thrown the whole sentence off. I'm just thinking, you and the Granite Accents may enjoy Weekend Rom. Actually, we've already got plans for tomorrow, Vossaros. We're going to do some, hopefully, we can get everyone coordinated, which I think we can. We've pretty much agreed on time and place, the place being the internet. We're going to do some No Man's Sky tomorrow. So me, Grem Devel, and Birdie Bot are going to do some No Man's Sky. I am kind of a No Man's Sky noob. I've got about 11-ish hours into it. I want to play it with them just because I'm having a ton of fun playing with it. CB, on that, actually, I've been going back and looking through all your No Man's Sky stuff because I need tutorial stuff. So I've actually if you've seen a few extra spikes in those views, that was me. I've been going back and rewatching. I was actually just watching some last night for a particular bit of information that I needed that I did find about how to do something. But yeah, if you see weird little nudges in your No Man's Sky playlist, that's me. I've been going back and I know I tutorials, air quotes tutorials, but at least you're showing me because let's face it, I think you and I would agree the UI and whatever you want to call it for No Man's Sky is not super intuitive. It's not awful. It's manageable, but it's not particularly intuitive. It's not like Fallout 4 intuitive where you can just sort of figure out very quickly where to find the information that you need or click on the thing that you want to click on. So I've been really, really into No Man's Sky, and I'm having a ton of fun playing it. But there's been a couple of things where I'm like, I know the game is telling me to do this, but I literally have no idea what to do. Even when the game tells me what to do, it doesn't make sense. So again, if you see a few extra views in that playlist, that's me. I was watching some last night. I'm probably going to watch some more later on. Learning how to do things. Well, yeah. And then I go and watch you do it, and then I it's just saving me a step, CB. Saving me a step. Especially in the base stuff. The base design, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing base design wrong. Like, I've seen other people, and then I went on and looked at your base. I'm like, oh my god, CB has a really cool base. How did you get this base? Because I have a wooden shack in the middle of an empty planet. So that. Dave, watch your back. Oh, so yeah, anyway, Vossaros, there isn't another big red button. No, I'm sure there will be. But yeah, so Birdie Bot is a bit of a No Man's Sky expert. So I've played with her a couple of times, not on recording. We just kind of ended up being on at the same time. So she and I just hung out playing together. And she's a bit of a No Man's Sky expert. I'm not sure where Grem Devel is. I think he's kind of somewhere in between the two of us. I think he has played it, but he hasn't played it in a long time. So we're going to try and hook up tomorrow and get some Granite Accident stuff done with No Man's Sky. I basically kind of bullied them into it so I could play No Man's Sky. Makes you feel good. Thanks for watching this. Well, I got to tell you, first of all, you're welcome. Secondly, it was nothing to even think of. I'm like, I know somebody that I know who has done No Man's Sky stuff, and I knew that you did it right from day one stuff, which is where I'm at. So I'm like, I'll just go watch CB stuff. And because when you first made those, I checked out a couple of them, but I wasn't into No Man's Sky. I didn't own it, I hadn't played it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll check out some other stuff later. But now I'm like wicked into it, and now I'm like, oh, now I need to go back and watch CB stuff so I can figure out what I'm doing. Because at least I know you. If I go, and this actually kind of brings the entire conversation full circle to the whole YouTube boogeyman algorithm thing and things that get suggested. If I go and look for, you know what? This completely brings the conversation full circle to the whole Campbell's soup thing. If I go and look for No Man's Sky gameplay, first of all, there's going to be 23 million of them. And I'm sure there's some big name people who have done No Man's Sky, but I don't know them. I know Couchball. I know his personality. I know what I'm going to get when I watch a video. So going back to the Campbell's soup analogy, I'm going to go back and purchase something that I already know and I know will satisfy me rather than gambling on something I don't know. Why do I want to go through 20 recommended things on the right-hand side of my screen hoping to find somebody that I click with? Rather like, hey, I already know somebody who's done No Man's Sky, beginner, noobish, tutorial-y kind of things. I'm just going to go and watch CB stuff because I already know him. I know him and trust him, and I know what I'm going to get when I watch one of his videos. So there we go. Wow, what a way to bring that complete conversation completely in a square. Somehow. It's back to the Campbell's soup. Found you because I was looking at a new game and didn't know anyone who was playing it. Parkitect. Obviously Parkitect had been out for a while, but then it went to version 1.0. Parkitect was kind of a fluke. I love theme park games. I played the bejesus out of the original Bullfrog theme park back in the day, for the original PlayStation, I believe. And P.S., once again, if anyone wants me to start playing RimWorld at any point, please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm just sort of letting the game tick along and hoping it all works out. It seems to be working out fine. We should probably just check to see if there's anything we should be killing. No, actually, don't kill any of those guys. Just go kill that raccoon. So, I love theme park games, and I picked up Parkitect when it was going to go to 1.0. I believe it, hang on, CB. YouTube is making me approve that. Thank you very much for that, CB. I appreciate that. It was going into 1.0, and I believe it was on sale. So, I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up. I like theme park games, and I like building games. And I just put out that one video on the first tutorial. I never played Parkitect. I got murdered in the comments for that, by the way. Like, oh, you're so terrible at Parkitect. I'm like, yeah, I know. I literally fired this thing up and hit record. I'm not sure what you were expecting. We all know ain't nobody tuning into the wee hours for competent gameplay, but very often on new games, I just start the game and hit record and see what happens. And I certainly did that with Parkitect. So people are like, oh, you're terrible at this game. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. I'm sorry, were you that good the very first minute that you played? Anyway, I did that one video on the first scenario, which is just a tutorial, and it kind of got big, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess people want to watch Parkitect, so I kept doing some more Parkitect, and folks like you clicked onto it, and, now, you're a regular viewer, and you're such a good friend of the channel. And I love having you here every weekend. So, and in video comments too. Parkitect worked out well. I was very pleased with Parkitect. Every little spike, every little I kind of got the game that was hip at the moment has done well. And I've always gotten very regular viewers out of them. Just going back to Stellar Tactics. And that was my first real little spike. And then Parkitect was probably the next one. Chef, obviously was big. And then lately, of course, Tavern Tycoon. I don't think anyone's unfamiliar with the fact that Tavern Tycoon will probably never die on the channel because people keep watching it. So if people keep watching it, then I want to keep making it. That's the agreement that we all live under. If you want to watch it and I want to play it, then we'll do it. That's where we're always at. Tavern Tycoon is surprisingly competent. Yeah, no kidding, Vosseros. It's kind of freaky. I've always said there are games that I'm good at. I just don't put them on the channel because nobody wants to watch them. I'm very good at Fallout 4. Am I many a true nerd good? No. But I'm darn good at Fallout 4. I can walk through Fallout 4 blindfolded on, most modes, including survival mode. Do I do challenge runs? No. But anyway, long story short, nobody's going to watch Fallout 4. Nobody's going to watch Fallout 4. So there's nothing I can do with that hasn't been done to death already. I'm pretty decent at Total War Warhammer. Again, am I Lionheart X10 good? Nope, but I'm pretty darn good. So, but nobody's going to watch that either because it's all been done to death. But Tavern Tycoon, I've actually gotten pretty damn good at that, Vosseros. And what was the most satisfying thing in Tavern Tycoon? The most satisfying thing I've done in that game is when we, as like a collective of me and the viewers, figured out the whole reception desk thing. Because that went back and forth for so many videos. You only need one reception desk. You should put down a lot of reception desks. You only need one reception desk. What are you doing? Don't put down lots of them. I think we solidly put that to bed. More reception desks, the better. I know that's a very minor point, and that literally nobody else on the planet, except people who play Tavern Tycoon, care about that. But when we kind of put that myth to bed, I feel we've done sort of a Tavern Tycoon Mythbusters in working out all these things like, okay, let's just actually put this in a scientific study and see if this works or doesn't work. And we did that, all with that endless journey thing. Sorry, let me just speed through the night. This is incredibly boring for you to watch, and I'm very sorry about that. I've actually gotten pretty darn good at Tavern Tycoon. I can, very few people are many a true good nerd. Yeah, you knew good at Fallout 4. No, you're not wrong. Or any Fallout. Any Fallout. Or, for that matter, any Total War. Lionheart X10 is extraordinary. But I would pay not a small amount of real-world money to see him and Many a True Nerd go head-to-head in Total War, because Many a True Nerd is a phenomenal Total War player. Nobody is as... Well, that's why... Literally, the reason that I'm doing this stream right now is because I started watching Many a True Nerd play Fallout. And here we are, years later. So there's that. Thief Simulator. That is very good. Here's the thing with Thief Simulator, Vosseros. I actually really enjoyed that game. First, I really enjoyed that game. That's a fun game, and I didn't think it would be. I thought it was just going to be... I didn't think it would be not fun, but I just thought it would be kind of like la-di-da-di-da, we're breaking in and stealing things. I thought it was kind of a low-effort game from the developers, but it's actually solid. It's very, very solid. Problem is, it records like a pain in the ass. Those recordings, I had audio-video issues with those that took me so long to edit out. Basically, the audio was running way, way faster than the video. It just took a lot of extra editing to do Thief Simulator. Not only for the fact that I want to just keep the simulator games kind of rotating door kind of thing. I just kind of want to keep them going and going and going. I just kind of like the idea of just doing all these simulator games, but I don't want to get locked into a long-term one. But yeah, Thief Simulator, as much as I loved the game, was a pain in the butt to record. Pain in the butt. My God. Sometimes it probably comes down to, optimization on their end. It just doesn't record well. Christopher Lee does still elude me. You're not wrong, Vosseros. I feel I did not get the resolution that I wanted out of that vampire thing. I feel we should be... Like, there's a vampire that's going to be in the tavern, and we're going to click on him, and I'm going to get a big achievement that goes, ta-da, you found it. Because if you look in the achievements, there is an achievement that says like something like the biggest secret in Tavern Tycoon, and it clearly is the icon of a vampire. Is Stabby moving slowly? Let's find out. Are you okay, Stabby? Yeah, Stabby's fine. Stabby's just off doing some mining. Old gunshot wound on the left arm, but nothing leg-related. No, we're good. Yeah, sorry, we actually we're supposed to be playing... RimWorld, yeah. So RimWorld, yeah. Let's do some RimWorld here. Oh, we're cooking the mushrooms. Looks like we've cooked all the mushrooms, actually. Excellent. What day is it? Oh, it's the last day of winter. Oh, super. We can finally start growing some things. Vosseros is good at Hell's Crusade. Literally the only one to have managed some ridiculous achievements, and I did some of that. Never popped. I liked Hell's Crusade. I don't know really what I'd want to do with it after what I did with it. I've been putting, as we all know, we've had this conversation many times, and once again, this is not a pity me or a poor me or Dave moaning about things. This is just the roller coaster that is YouTube, and again, it kind of comes back to what we've been talking to today. But in this sort of flatline situation that we're in this summer and going into this fall now, what was the point of that story? I totally had a point to that, and I don't remember what it is anymore. Oh, niching down. Pench and I were having a conversation like, what would you do if you went back in time and had all of the knowledge that you have about YouTube, but started from day one? And it just posed a lot of weird questions for me. Like, would I still have created exactly the same channel that I have right now? I mean, obviously I would take a lot of like massive blunders out. If I had all the knowledge, I just avoid the cringeworthy blunder stuff. That's easy. But would I have radically changed the channel? Would there be... should I have niched down? Should I have gone for a more tight group of games or genre of games? Like, would I once I saw the success of Stellar Tactics, should I have just niched down into turn-based tactical? Because I can play turn-based tactical. I'm pretty darn good at it, actually. Should I have just gone turn-based tactical, or should I have just gone simulator? Or, like, obviously, Penge's niche, if you will, is sort of simulator tycoon games. And he has a phenomenal fan base because of that. I'm all over the map, because that's the way I play games. Did we make it through winter? Almost. We got one more day of winter. That's just the way I play games. I'll play Thief Simulator, and then I'll play some RimWorld, and then I might play some Parkitect. Actually, I haven't played Parkitect since I ended Parkitect on the channel, because I just can't cope with that game anymore. I just needed to chill from that for about 10 or 12 years. Or I will play No Man's Sky, or I will play Mortal Kombat. I'm all over the map, because that's just the way I am. It's a terrible formula to put a channel together for, though. But it's kind of who I am, and I've always represented to you guys, and always will tell you that if you met me on the street, which apparently Birdbrains is about to do at any moment, what you hear right now, what you see in the videos, is exactly what you would get on the street. This is who I am in real life. I've never fabricated a personality. I don't put on a persona. This is me. And you know, Mrs. Dave happens to be at work right now, but I'm sure she would happily jump in and say, yeah, this is what I married. I live with this nonsense every single day. So there's you look at other larger channels and you go, wow, they have their formula down pat. And then I kind of come like, you know what? I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing, though. I like just being me. I like just playing a bunch of different games, because that's how I am. That's who I am. I play a bunch of different games and hang out with you guys. And you know what? If there's the obvious question is, well, gee, Dave, if you never got bigger than this, would you be satisfied with this? Is one of our people wearing a mask? Absolutely. Fleeb has decided to put on the wooden war mask that we've had kicking around for a while. We bought one, we just never assigned it to someone. So Fleeb has decided to wear a wooden war mask, which is odd, because Fleeb is our worst warrior. But, you know, live the part, Fleeb, live the part. And I think at the end of the day, you know, if the channel never got any bigger than this, and I just got to hang out with you guys every weekend, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be pretty okay with that. That's kind of righteous. You know, we've got a really fun group of people who just come in and hang out, and we talk about whatever. Jeez, I have this relative of mine, and he's aware that I do this stream, although he's newly aware of it. So when I see him, which is not commonly, you know, usually I see there every few months or so. He doesn't live near here. He's always sort of like, so what do you guys talk about today? And I'm like, geez, I don't know. We did like 90 minutes on why the British don't have screen windows, and then we put some time into thoughts on gun control, and then we talked about YouTube, and I don't know, then we talked about llamas or something. It goes all over the map. It is cool virtually. Well, thank you. And I hope by you mean the collective you of all of us. Because I dig hanging out with you guys. I know who's coming in the door. I look for you guys. Like, it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like going to your favorite bar and you walk in the door and you're just looking for the people that you know. So, like, oh, there's Willow, there's Vosseros, there's Birdbrains, there's Bobcat, there's all those guys. It's just kind of like hanging out in your local, as they would say, y'all. Indeed, the y'all. So, all right, we're cutting up the rabbit. RimWorld. I should be playing RimWorld. Where are we at on the research department? Wow, Fleeb. You're plugging along, man. I know, it's 3,200 research points to get this. You're plugging along. Oh, we have actually harvested some rice, though. Good. That's going to work out well. When we get more into spring and we've got more crops going and I can be more confident about putting down kibble and hay, then we'll peel the animals out of this area. I just don't want them to go into starvation mode. And somebody needs to... Who's not doing anything? You're way up mining... Oh, you're making kibble. Oh, we've had that queued up for ages. We just didn't have the vegetables to do it. Oh, good. That's great. We kind of don't need that anymore, though. Norm! Also in my area. Sometimes that crazy drunk CB shows up. Indeed he does. And he's welcome, too. Everyone is broadly welcome here so long as they're just cool. That's all. Just be cool and chill and don't annoy anyone else. We rarely have problems with that. We rarely ever have problems with this. Sometimes people come in and they're, I don't know, they just don't... You know what? It's working in a bar / restaurant, you kind of get this where people just walk into the wrong bar, and you kind of look at them and go, "This isn't the right place for you." There is a right place for you, but this isn't it. You don't fit with the vibe that we've got going on here, and that's fine. You go be you, but you go be you somewhere else. You see that in the real world. It's just, that's why bars attract particular people, because that's where that vibe is, and other people go other places. Yeah, we almost never have that problem. Every now and then, it's rare that I have to even put someone in timeout. And frankly, now that I say that, the people that I have put in timeout have been regular viewers. It's like regular friends of the channel who have just gone a little bit askew that day. It's only happened a couple of times. I'm largely kidding. It's happened like twice that I can think of in the entire time I've been streaming. Are you as think as we drunk you are? Don't confuse me with complicated sentences again, Boss Ross. I'm still thinking about the loincloth thing. The loincloth thing is troubling me greatly. I would kind of... Now, see, this is the problem, Boss Ross. I kind of want to go check out Conan Exiles now that it's on sale. But I've got No Man's Sky to play, and Kingdom Come, and I got to get through 2 Point Hospital, and Stellar Tactics. I've got a lot. I don't want any more new games. I totally want more new games. Hospital Wing came out nice, although we decided to throw a hunk of steel over the lamp. That's probably not for the best. For either the steel or the lamp. Fleeb, you are not doing anything right now. Could you get that wood-fired generator going? Now that we've kind of balanced out the power situation, I'd like us to keep that balanced out by... Oh, wow, we cut down a lot of wood. Good. And how are we doing on the mining up here? Pretty good. You know what? Here's the thing, guys. Why don't you actually just mine right through here? Just to see if there might turn up some components while we're doing that. I've had that happen more than a few times in RimWorld. Just dig right through. Sometimes you pop out into some compacted... components, rather. We need 32-hour days just so that Dave would have the time to play all the games. Oh, I wish. Well, that's kind of like what Willow and I were talking about last week with the retirement games. Like, there are games that are in my library that I haven't touched. 0 minutes on them. And I've specifically got them planned. At some point in my life, I will not be working. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit down for a goddamn week and play this game. I just don't have the time. Usually they're RPGs. Usually they're long-term RPGs where I just don't have the time to put into this, but I really want to play it at some point. Oh, signing real estate documents, Willow, always a treat. Always a treat. We have a whole drawer in our closet full of real estate documents that we've signed, and it's just like an encyclopedia of documents. I saw components just north of you. Yeah, no, I've got those tagged, Bobcat. Those are marked for mining. So, yeah, these guys right here are marked for mining. So, eventually they will get there. I'm hoping there'll be some more behind it, obviously. But at some point in time, they will get there. I'd love to get another warm body on site here. If you get Deluxe Zoo Planet, you get beta access. Really? Here's the thing, though, Voss Ross. As I'm going to... you know what? I'll look at it later. I've got time tonight. I can look at that later. Do I want Zoo Planet? Of course I do. Looks wicked fun. Do I have the time to do it? No. Is it going to be done to death? Yeah. Yeah, like literally everyone is going to do Zoo Planet. And we were kind of talking about this last week too, is, I want to play what I want to play, but I also want to keep the health of the channel in mind and not get stuck into long-term games that I can't quickly get out of. YouTuber's life, OMG! Apparently, I'm looking in your direction. But we got out of that. 2 weeks from now, finale. So I don't want to get locked into long-term things. I'll probably bring Ashes of Oahu to an end in some manner. I really dig that game, but obviously this is kind of Fallout 4 in its scope. I could be playing this for a year and not finish it. I strongly encourage people to go play it. It's a great game. Needs polish. Needs a lot of polish. But it's a really confident beginning, and it's got grand ambitions. So when I look at something like Planet Zoo, that is gonna be done to death. It's already done to death, frankly. I'm sure I haven't really looked, but I'm quite sure that some of the larger channels have already done stuff on it. They've already had early access, like long before beta access. So I would be surprised if it wasn't already done to death, Voss Ross. But you're exactly right. Awesome, lesser played games. That is, and gee, no surprise, Stellar Tactics. That was an unexpected great choice. I just got that because it was basically XCOM-ish, and it looked cool, and it is. It's very cool. I didn't know, because I was brand new then. I didn't know how to really look for the air quotes right game. I still don't, clearly. Sometimes I get it right, and sometimes I'm completely surprised. Like, what the hell was up with Spy Tactics? That was just a one-off that I did because I got an unsolicited key for it in my email one morning, and I got like over 3K views, which is phenomenal for my channel. That's an enormous amount of views. So, but long story short, Phosphorus, you're exactly right. I want to play what I want to play, and I want to play what you guys want to watch, but I would be kind of stupid, frankly, if I didn't do what was also good for the channel. Channel doesn't make me a dime, by the way. So I want to be clear, it's not a money situation. And I say that, again, that's not a pity me or a poor me, it's just a statement of fact. I don't want people to ever think, oh, he's only putting up this game because it'll get a lot of views and it'll make money. No, I don't make a dime from YouTube. Not a dime. Even though the channel is technically monetized, I have never and probably will never break their little cap of what is necessary to actually receive any money. So I do not make a dime off of this, and I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back either. That's not a moment of pride. I'd love for YouTube to cut me a check, but that may not be realistic right now. So the point of this is that I have to do what is, I think, healthy for the channel while trying to balance what you want to watch and what I want to play. Well, what makes you feel stupid, CB? I hope I didn't make you feel stupid. Dear Lord, I hope I didn't make you feel stupid. You e-signed it, Willow. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow, that's way easier. When we sold our condo last year, that was like an hour in the real estate agent's office, or the real estate lawyer's office signing stuff. So good for you. What makes you feel stupid, CB? I hope it wasn't me. I hope we didn't say anything that made you feel stupid, because you're not. You're clearly not. So, sorry, RimWorld. Yeah, we're playing RimWorld. People are tuning in to watch me play RimWorld, not rant about YouTube again. I didn't do anything right for my channel. I strongly disagree. I just play whatever I want, though I'm probably one of the only people not concerned about growing. I'm kind of rolling that thought around in my head as I'm thinking that, CB. I don't think you've not been concerned about growth. I think you're in a way kind of like me, where you want to play what you want to play, but you also, you have a thought about the health of your channel. I don't think you have no thought about it. If you had no thought about it, you wouldn't have what you have. You wouldn't bother. You just throw up a bunch of videos and call it a day. So I think you're not unlike me in that you want to play what you want to play, but you also, you want to. I don't know. Again, I've gotten like 4 hours sleep. I got home at 2, 3 in the morning. I got to bed around 3. Anyway, such is the nature of working in a bar. Anyway, I think you've made. I mean, at least from what I see, and most importantly, what I see in your attitude, I think you've made what I hope is the right move for you in switching over to basically all streaming, and particularly Mixer. I think you're trying to get ahead of the curve. Here I am streaming on YouTube, and I don't think there's any, I want to use the term professional, but I don't know how that plays. Say, oh, well, you should be either on Twitch or Mixer. Why are you streaming on YouTube? Well, I'm streaming on YouTube because I'm comfortable doing it, and I get to hang out with all you guys. So pretty much what I do now, I've stopped looking at numbers. Yeah, exactly. And I think you've kind of found a home. I hope you have. Anyway, I hope you're having fun there, because it looks like you're having fun the few times I've been able to catch you. I think you found more of a home streaming. I think that where you've bounced around a lot of ideas, and maybe you're like, okay, I'm kind of a streamer at heart. Or at least I hope so. I hope you're happy doing that, because you seem to be happy doing it when you're playing it. You seem to be having a great time, and really, that's, if you weren't, that would be communicated to the viewers. You know as well as I do, CB. You can't BS viewers. Viewers can see through fake immediately. They are so good at it, and I am a viewer. I can see fake as well. I've been with some channels since single digits. You should see the subs these days after many, many moons. Wow, I'm really having a hard time with Boss Ross's sentences. All right, I'm also rubbing my eyes while I'm doing this. I'm kind of hitting a wall here. But, all right. Been with some channels since single digit. I think he'd been with me since single digits, Boss Ross. Except when you throw out your British accent, no one can tell it's fake. The funny thing about that is that conversation that I was having with Penge about, what might I have done differently if I was starting my channel from scratch and had all the knowledge that I have now. And I kind of, he and I were kind of talking about like, well, there's a second channel option. You could kind of take that knowledge and start fresh somewhere else. And he pointed out a couple of other YouTubers that we know, mostly he knows, but I know them sort of through him, that have done that, have sort of like secret channels where they've kind of started from scratch, doing, air quotes, everything right. But I barely have time to keep wee hours up and running. I'm putting out a video a day and 2 streams a week. I barely have time to keep wee hours up and running. Would that be fun? It kind of wouldn't. And this is coming to your point, CB. I'm sorry. This is actually a long-winded way of coming back to what you just said. I'm like, that would be a scenario. If I did that, if I did like a I keep wanting to say hashtag. If I did an air quote secret channel, you know what? I'd pull out my British accent for that. I absolutely would. And I can do it. I spent many years living in London. If I need to, I can snap back into the British accent very easily. I don't do it because I kind of have to do it long term to really get into it. But I would absolutely do it as a British accent. Because we all know British Let's Players, they have their own freaking tag. If you look in the tags of their stuff, people are looking for British Let's Players. I would totally take advantage of that. I should get some sleep, Willow. You're absolutely right. But it's my day off. That's the thing. So I was up I got home around, well, it was actually the old clock tower was tinging 2 as I walked in the door. And there was probably about another hour before I actually went to bed. Yours is more like a Dick Van Dyke impression. Yeah, don't do that. No, I can do a real one. So anyway, Willow, I probably got to bed around 3. I don't like walk in the door and immediately go to bed. I kind of chill out from work. It's kind of a stressful environment. And then I got up my cat got me up at about 7:15. And then I kind of drifted in out till about 8 o'clock. My alarm goes off at 8. I allow myself to sleep till 8. Got up, started editing, drinking coffee, and editing. That's how my mornings go. At 8 o'clock, I get up, I start pounding coffee and editing and uploading whatever I need to upload, whether it's that day's video or, in the case of this morning, it's 2 weeks from now on the last YouTuber's Life. OMG! Apparently. So that's what I do in the morning. And then I was kind of bummed around. I actually wasn't feeling that great this morning. I think it was a combination of exhaustion and maybe a little too much gaming recently, especially first-person stuff. First-person stuff can sometimes make me a little nauseous, like queasy, car-sicky kind of thing, and I was having that issue this morning. It's actually, speaking of Vossar, I was trying to play Thief Simulator again. But anyway, so I did that, and then I kind of like just crashed out on the couch and watched daytime TV. Maury Povich, I'm looking in your direction. And then it was time for the stream, and here we are, streaming, as you can see, because that's what we're doing. And then after this, I'd like to say I'm going to just kind of kick off and relax, but I'll probably end up either playing some No Man's Sky or, I might go look at Planet Zoo and see if that... I don't think Planet Zoo is right. As much as I might want to play it, there are much larger channels that are way better at Planet Zoo. Just going off of, the Planet Coaster. Knowing that it's effectively kind of going to be the same thing. But anyway, who are way better, who will do it to death. So, Conan Exiles, thank you. I want to check that out. Again, it's always one of those games I kind of wanted to check out, but everyone was just very, very about it. Just meh. It's okay. Even many a true nerd couldn't work up any excitement, and he can usually work up excitement about anything if he tries hard enough. But even he was like, yeah, it's okay. Never actually got a full park done in Planet Coaster. I have Planet Coaster, and I really, again, same conversation we've had here. I have a finite amount of time to gamble on games that I don't know. So I've only really just dipped my toes in it. It looks stunning. It's so good looking. But I really have barely got a chance to even dip my... I think I built like 2 rides and tried to get a handle on how you do like shops and employees and stuff. And I built a ridiculous entrance ramp that ended up, for some reason, stretching halfway around the park. So whomever wanted to get to that particular ride had to walk about 7.5 miles to get there. There is so much to do. Exactly. How do I like No Man's Sky? I'm really digging it. I'm really digging it. And here's the weird thing. It was content empty back when you played. Yeah, there obviously have been 2 expansions to it, 2 DLCs to it. Hey, we all know the story of No Man's Sky. Nobody is unfamiliar with that story. Most hyped game in the world, most disappointing game when it actually came out. You got to give credit to the company for continuing to develop it, saying, look, we messed up, we didn't give what was promised, and we're going to work to rectify that, and they have been working. Is it 100% perfect? No. God, no. However, I'm wicked digging it. I always rate a game by, if I'm done playing it, if I just put the controller down, do I 10 minutes later go, gee, you know what? I just want to jump back in and do that one thing that I didn't do before I stopped playing, before I hit the save point? And I kind of do that with No Man's Sky. But I'm going to tell you, Bobcat, I'm totally into it. I'm not sure why. That's the weird thing. I just kind of keep playing and keep doing things. And it's kind of one of those, I think the exploration is a big part of it for me. You kind of just want to know what's beyond the next hill, because you're dealing on a planetary scale here. So I'm on a planet of an effectively infinite universe, and I've just, like, if this were the real world, I have barely explored my neighborhood. Never mind the rest of the planet. So you're always kind of going, gee, what's just going to be over that hill there? I just want to see what's going to be. Oh, okay, that's that thing? All right. I kind of want to go check out what's beyond that then. There's always something on the horizon to go and check out. And a lot of it is samey. Let's talk about the negatives. It's like, okay, there's the 14th knowledge stone on the horizon there. Okay, I'll go grab that. It's not, there's a lot of samey. I cannot deny that. And I see, you can definitely see a point in the future when you put a lot of hours into the game, where it's like, okay, yeah, I've kind of seen all this at this point. Go to a different planet, basically the same stuff on it, just in a different organization. Couchbum enjoyed it while he played it. One of those games that didn't want to get stuck only playing that on YouTube. No, I hear you. And, it'll go up on my channel, but only because it's Granite Accidents. And I am happy to play anything with the Granite Accidents because they're so much fun to play with. So we hopefully have that lined up for tomorrow. Me, BirdieBot, and Graham Deval. BirdieBot is a bit of a pro, so that should be fun. We have played together, again, I already said this in the stream, but we have played together off camera. She just sort of hopped into a couple of my games while I was just chilling out playing, and she's definitely far more of an expert than I am, and far better at it, which is good because she brought murder to my door, and then she had to go and kill everything because I was woefully inequipped for it. But anyway, so yeah, that'll be probably up reasonably soon if we get that recorded tomorrow, and I think it'll just be fun. I don't expect it to get some huge reaction. I will just put up any Granite Accidents thing because honestly, egotistically, I think we're really good when we play together. And I know, the Granite Accidents as a group has a fan base. And I really dig that, actually. I really, really dig that. I dig people who are like, yeah, each one of you has a talent, I guess, but the 4 of you together are phenomenal. 5, really. It's hard to get Dwarf Comic to, timing-wise, to get in with us because he's got a family. He's got obligations. He has, kids and houses and wife and all that stuff. So it's very tough it's a little easier for BirdieBot, Graham Devel, and I to get together. It's a little tougher to get Civilian in because she's so invested in her job right now, and she's really training hard, and it's a very stressful environment that she's in. And unlike me, I'm not going to give away details of Civilian's life. I would just say that the job she's going for is extremely stressful and requires a lot of intense training, so it's very difficult to get her on board. But she is kicking around. We did get that What's It There, the Deep Rock Galactic done with her last weekend, so looking forward to some No Man's Sky. Okay, I actually can't communicate sentences anymore. Thank you, Bobcat. Thank you. I really dig what we do with the Granite Accidents. I really do. I'm glad That kind of just started as me and Civilian, and then Civilian brought in Grem Devel, and Grem Devel kind of brought in Birdie Bot, and a couple of whoever brought in Dwarf Comic. I just think the personalities are perfect. I think it's like if this was a sandwich, this would be a perfect combination of sandwich ingredients. Like nothing is overpowering anything, but each one has its own distinct flavor. And everyone is contributing without overpowering the other person. And we all have very, very different personalities, but somehow they all complement each other. So I'm always excited to play them. Is that the person you ran into in that zombie game? Does No Man's Sky come with flamethrowers? I don't know yet. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Does No Man's Sky come with flamethrowers? God, I hope so. I have a gun. So that, yeah. It is a good team. It is a fantastic team, CB. It just sort of came about organically, and I'm always sketchy about meeting new people, so when Civilian was like, hey, I'm going to bring in this guy, Grem Devel, like, okay, it's just like you and I have been putting out collaboration. Who's this Grem Devel guy? And now I don't ever tell him I said so, but I can't get enough of that guy. I think he and I in particular have a very weird chemistry where it's almost like the older brother, little brother thing, and I'm just bugging him all the time, and it just somehow works. I just enjoy playing with him because somehow I enjoy frustrating him, and I think in a weird way he enjoys me frustrating him. They are quick. Somebody reboot Dave. No, Dave needs to go away now. It's been 2 hours and I'm losing my ability to communicate English, and God forbid Vosros types another sentence that I can't cope with. So I think has anything gone on in RimWorld that I should be aware of? Is everyone alive? It seems like it's all going okay. Yeah, this seems fine. This seems totally fine. Guys, I am going to call the stream there because I am losing it. And I'm going to go maybe sit on my couch and probably end up playing some No Man's Sky. I do need coffee really badly, Bobcat. I absolutely do. And what do we need? Scalding hot coffee. Do not give me lukewarm coffee. That is an insult to me. Guys, I will call the stream here. I will catch you guys tomorrow if you want to watch some Baldur's Gate 2. I know I've said it about 1 billion times in this stream alone, but I really genuinely appreciate you guys coming out. I look forward to this every single week, and I'm not kidding. I get up Monday, I'm like, boy, I can't wait to stream later in the week and hang out with you guys, and I really appreciate it. And also respect the fact that you guys take time out of your lives, bringing you closer to death, watching this ridiculous nonsense. So guys, I will see you later. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow, and otherwise you know where I am. Goodbye, and goodbye.